Solana, a true S-tier coin for the ages. An epic 2021 bull run, and now shaping up for an even epicer 24 and 2025 bull run. Look guys, all-time highs are such a foregone conclusion. I've already got my Solana tattoo picked out. And I may just go ahead and get it to, that's right, cool new Bitcoin tattoo adoption. The only two questions though for the Solana soldiers is how high is it going to go? And are their bags packed for the moon? At the very end of this video, I'm going to be revealing to you my insanely bullish Solana price prediction. You'll have to see to believe. Let's get it. Welcome to the Ben Armstrong Crypto Experience. Today, I'm about to break down my Solana price prediction for you guys. Nobody gets people excited about crypto price predictions like me, and no one makes them trackable like I do. Make sure to be the first of your friends to get the latest price predictions by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. Also, you can click the link on the screen in order to get access to all my price prediction videos this year. So let's tackle Solana. Solana reached an all-time high of over $250 on November 6, 2021. For buyers of the Solana ICO, this was a price increase of about 113,536%. That's over 1,000x their initial investment. I hope that many of them sold at the right time, because that was the top of the entire crypto market and it was all downhill after that. Solana had a recovery rally in the spring of 2022 and had some of the strongest markets in the industry. At the time, this had a lot to do with Sam Bankman-Fried's connection to the project. If you remember, spring of 2022 was the time where mainstream media sources were calling him the JP Morgan of crypto because he was offering to bail out struggling exchanges like Voyager and BlockFi. This built a narrative that SBF was leading the industry and that anything he was involved with would be a success. There was a lot of successes at the time. There was also a lot of speculation that he was pumping the token to always keep it in the news. We even saw Solana advertised alongside FTX at sporting events and large concerts like Lollapalooza, which really made it look like SBF was putting everything he had behind the project. We don't have to have the receipts to prove that he paid for those Solana ads in addition to the FTX ones, but the fact that they were advertised together so much paints a very clear picture of what was happening. Of course, everything changed a few months later when SBF was the one who needed to be bailed out, not just from debt, but from prison as well. Once the world knew who Sam really was, everything that he was connected with became suspect, especially Solana, since that was one of his top projects. The fall of FTX caused a total panic. Many people thought that it was the end of crypto, but it was actually the total bottom of the bear market, which meant that as bad as things looked at the time, it was all uphill from there. I had total faith that the market would rebound, but I was not so sure about Solana, and I wasn't the only one. Last year, famous crypto trader and entrepreneur Arthur Hayes predicted that Solana would dump all the way down to $3. Arthur is a smart guy, but his prediction ended up looking just as bad as the time that he said that the party was over for Ethereum back in 2018, calling it a double-digit S-coin when it dropped below $100. However, after he saw the growth of DeFi, Arthur changed his mind and got a lot more bullish on Ethereum. And the same thing happened with Solana. About a year after making his $3 prediction for Solana, Arthur decided that it was time to change his mind and jump back in. In a post last month, Arthur announced, "Fam, I have something embarrassing I must admit. I just bought Sol. I know it's a Sam coin piece of dog-ish L1 that at this point is just a meme, but it is going up, and I'm a degen LFG." Sounds very familiar to another guy I know who pivoted on Solana. Then just a few weeks ago, he predicted that Solana would hit $100, posting simply Sol equals $100. He didn't give a time frame for his prediction, but this is likely a price that he expects fairly soon. He's yet to make a long-term price prediction for the whole bull run, which I'm about to do later in this video. Even though $100 seems a bit bearish to me, I still think that Arthur deserves an official title as a member of the Solana soldiers for how he was able to read the room and change his mind. Crypto News made a similar prediction recently, but put a time frame on it, saying that Solana could reach $100 in the first few months of 2024. This sounds reasonable to me, maybe even a bit conservative. Within the industry, predictions are much more bearish than they are in traditional finance. If you want a really bullish Solana forecast, you need to look at the institutions. The traditional finance firm, Van Eck, recently predicted a price surge of 10,600% for Solana over the next 6 years, with a price of $3,211 in 2030. Van Eck has a significant stake in Solana and is rumored to be handling an ETF, since it has already established a Sol ETN, which is a similar financial instrument with less of a regulatory burden. We talked about it in the explainer video. Now, not only does Van Eck have a significant stake, I have a significant stake. As the main sponsor of the BitArmstrong Crypto Experience, this particular stake is the world's largest social casino, where you can play games for prizes. The amount of games is so high, you'll never run out of ways to have fun. Click the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. The BitArmstrong Crypto Experience is powered by Stake. The trading news site Finbold decided to ask ChatGPT for its Solana price prediction, and the forecasts were surprisingly bearish there too. No, shocker, actually, I'm smarter than AI, but I digress. A bearish scenario they pay is $50 next year, and a bullish case of $100. ChatGPT doesn't see Solana trading above $1,000 until 2050, and that's the most bullish scenario. These people are idiots. Another supposedly bullish case is calling for a $300 Sol in 2032. These numbers are criminally low in my opinion. Coin Price Forecast, a website dedicated entirely to price prediction for stocks, crypto assets, and other commodities, had a similar but slightly more bullish prediction. They believe that Solana will see an all-time high of $637 in 2035. 11 years from now. What are they thinking? They understand how huge crypto is going to be in the next decade. And by the way, guys, if you ever want to take advantage of these crazy crypto narratives and up your trading game, make sure to click the link on the screen in order to get trading with my trading site of choice, Femex. I like to call it VMEX. They have some great bonuses available for you guys. If you sign up now, make sure to do that and get your Palau ID for digital citizenship with a link on the screen so you can complete KYC on most crypto exchanges, including Femex. Now, before we get into my personal price prediction, I should remind you that this is only for entertainment purposes and not financial advice. I mean, seriously, would you guys listen to a guy who got all of his money stolen by a dwarf? Didn't think so. All my predictions are based on a projected supply of 598 million coins at the approximate end of the bull run on June 1st, 2025. So let's start with the most bearish scenario. If things go absolutely terrible for Solana, I still see it reaching as high as $550, with a market cap of $328.9 billion. Even if there are a ton of problems with the network and the VC decide to play their games again, there's no way Solana is not passing previous all-time highs at this point. If Solana only manages to go as high as $550, that means that the blockchain was paused even more than it was in the last bull run. And the VC found a new favorite coin. Even if all that happened, there's still significant gains from what we see today. There's no way Solana is going to go down in price during this bull market. Non-financial advice, of course, blah, 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 blah. Now look at the bull case. The best possible scenario. If Solana is able to ride this hype wave and grow to catch up with Ethereum in terms of users and market cap, we can see the Sol token sitting at around $4,400. I know it sounds insane to think that could happen, but Solana went from 50 cents to $250 in the last bull run, where returns of over 1,000x. So we're going to see a similar rally. We could easily see Sol trade for thousands of dollars per token, especially if it heats up against Ethereum. We're going to get a whole new freshman class of crypto retail traders coming in during the next cycle, and SBF will become a distant memory to many of them, who will probably have their own new set of crypto villains and main characters. I'll probably be a villain and a main character and a hero, who knows. For this to happen though, Solana would need to have DeFi, NFT, and gaming ecosystems that truly competed with Ethereum and its network of layer 2 blockchains. And we would need to see the same level of partnerships and advertising that we saw during the SBF era. The most bullish outcome is certainly possible, but everything would need to go absolutely perfect. And all the competitors like Ethereum would need to fall behind too. So let's take a look at the most likely scenario, the one that I'm personally counting on. And I cannot believe I'm picking a number so high after declaring this blockchain debt. But my predicted price for Solana is $2,100 with a market cap of $1.25 trillion, almost $1.26 trillion. The strangest things happen in crypto, so you need to keep your mind open to these possibilities. Just look at how far Solana has climbed back now. We aren't even getting started with the bull run yet. If you watch my other recent Solana videos, you might be starting to notice a pattern here with the way I see things. Solana's narrative is heating up because VCs look at it as more viable and controllable as a blockchain for their specific needs. And retail users love it too, because they can trade NFTs and speculate on altcoins without spending too much money on the transactions. Solana is not perfect, but neither is any other blockchain. They all have their problems and their communities have different needs and values. Some would rather sacrifice decentralization for speed and cost, and others prefer efficiency over reliability, None of these paths are right or wrong per se. It all depends on what the needs of the individual user are. As long as there are people who want to use a blockchain and invest in the tokens, they're doing something right, and Solana has a ton of interest. It's not going away. This is exactly why Solana was one of the only coins to get an S-tier grade in our ranking system. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure to check it out and the full breakdown with the link right here. Let me know your thoughts on my Solana price prediction. Is it too high? Is it too low? Let me know. Please hit the like button on your way out. Helps keep the lights on. Be blessed.